So, in terms of the shuffle, the session didn't end well for Marco Mendocino, and of course, Pierre Poilievre was calling for him to resign because of the whole Bernardo transfer. Who do you think might be shuffled? Do you think anybody might be coming into cabinet, and do you think anyone could be going out altogether?
Incredibly tricky because you're going to always have dissatisfied people when you make this sort of move. Somebody who's shuffled out of cabinet altogether, I think that might be the case for Mr. Mendocino. It's really been such a rough time. Everything that he's touched in the past 6 months has turned to dust. He tried to do something with the gun registry, brought in a bunch of amendments. The assault rifle attempts, it was a complete failure. And then, of course, the Paul Bernardo thing, which is still in the news today, as you just mentioned, it's just not worked out for him. So is he going to be sent back, to the back benches? Will he get some other role? That's yet to be seen. I do think that our transport minister has had a particularly hard time, but on the other hand, I don't see him as leaving cabinet. I can see him probably being given another role. So there are a couple of people who are probably not going to run again. Maybe Bill Blair, who's been around for a very long time. He's senior fellow, chief of police in Toronto before going into politics. Is he the type of person who might just say, look, I'm not going to be around? Perhaps the same thing with Arjit Sajjan, who was once defense minister and now has a less important role. So those are the types of things we can be looking at. In terms of new faces, of course, Anna Gainey, just won in NDG Westmount in Montreal, very close to Justin Trudeau. Liberal royalty. She was the president of the party. Her husband is a key player in the Liberal Party as well. So I'm expecting to see Anna Gainey make it into cabinet. But then that makes some other people dissatisfied. Somebody who's been working hard on the backbenches. Think Rachel Ben-Dayan of Outremont, my old riding. She's fluently bilingual lawyer, does everything very well. She's been around for a while, and if she sees somebody else going to cabinet before she does, she'd be the type of person to say, hey, what does it take to get into cabinet? Do you have to be a liberal old timer? Does performance and hard work not count? I think that those are some of the things that are going to be on the table, Marcia.